Hey, what's up, everyone? So this is our very first episode. Technically, not really first, but we'll get into that. First episode of Lime, which is like a podcast. And it's me, Rajveer Graywal.
Welcome to Lime. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Lime. What's up?
Yeah.
As Raj, I'm Josiah.
Yeah, you probably know us.
You probably know us.
Yeah, from the last. Well, that's the first thing we should really clarify. Is we know this is episode 1, and we also know it's not. But that's because we're in a new little special place right now. It's not the same place the last one was in. Yeah. It's a lot nicer. It's got 2 separate mics, one for each of us,
One for each of us.
That's why I probably sound a little better. And there's a nice little table here.
Got a little table.
Yeah.
We're here in Oink Tweet Studios.
Yeah.
Our friends over at the Bacon Hour podcast.
Yeah, they let us borrow their set.
Shout
out to them.
They're in here.
They're yeah, they're in here.
they're in the room with us.
Yeah, they're not allowed to speak, but they're just here.
Say hi, Steven. Oh, they just
He
waved.
waves.
They waved.
Yeah. Wow. It is contract abiding, so good for them.
Good for them. They're smart.
If you speak, we will sue
Court.
you. Yeah. But yeah, so the actual what we recorded last time
It was like a test podcast.
Yeah, and we tried to figure out our name, what it would be.
We did not succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
We got Lime, which is a really shitty name.
We did a bunch of I think that one should be posted. We don't know yet, but if it is or is not, if you haven't seen it, what we did was we did random name generators, and we're gonna do like one that picked it for us, but they're all like to put something in.
Yeah, they sounded like medicine names.
Yeah, they all just medicine names.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Lime was in both. Looking back on it, there probably is a reason.
Yeah.
But we just thought it'd be funny. We just called it Lime, so it might just be called Lime.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to another one of Lime.
And what does Lime stand for? Let's increase
my
energy. I could have said something else there.
There
I was
you
really
go.
tempted.
Welcome to
but
this
I
episode
didn't.
of Let's Increase My Energy.
Yeah, it's a very soulful, impactful podcast. We're gonna talk about crystals.
Meth.
That's the wrong podcast.
Sorry, yeah. That's
Yeah.
meth.
Yeah, which stands for
Me.
energy.
To.
Home. Be energy.
I thought you were going to say be energy to home.
Yeah, well, that's
Our
what
sister
happens.
podcast.
Yeah, our sister on different platforms. You could find it. But yeah, and in that episode, the sort of like the main thing, the main gist of it, we did a lot of quizzes. We did BuzzFeed quizzes. Little recap. Josiah's future lover's name is gonna be Morgan, and
I can't remember any of the other ones, so I don't know what you robbed the one, dude. What
doesn't-
you?
Oh, I remember you also household items. You'd be a tissue box.
I was a tissue box.
And
yeah.
I was spam.
You.
Oh no, was it cheese flavored? I don't know. It was something.
Yeah, it was cheese flavored spam, I think.
Yeah.
And then we did like McDonald's. What item are you?
Oh.
McTasty?
No. It wasn't. Oh yeah, we went over the McTasty and the mayo chicken, which is absolutely disgusting.
Oh, it's a British thing, right?
I think it's just a McChicken, but why is it called?
It's called the mayo chicken.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about that because you could just watch the first episode.
For legal reasons, we can't talk about the mayo
For
chicken.
legal reasons, that's a joke. Anyways, yeah. So today we're talking about different things. It's been like what 2 weeks since the last time we actually recorded. I know
3 weeks maybe.
Maybe 3. Yeah. A lot has changed. For one, it looks like hell outside.
You know, so the skies are entirely orange right now.
Yeah, the sun is hot pink.
There's fires going on. We're in California, and
and our address is.
And our socials are.
Yeah.
We're not that close to the fires, but we're close enough that the skies are extremely
yeah, it's
orange and like gray looking.
Yeah, it's a bit Mad Max-ish.
Hopefully everything goes all right. You know,
yeah, I hope everyone's safe. Yep. And and I went on a walk today. I told you this earlier before we started recording.
Yeah.
Not a great idea, but it was worth it. I got a lot out of it.
What'd you get out of it? You walked early too. The skies are probably terrible.
Yeah, I got some sort of lung infection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
I got a lot out of it. But
good.
Yeah. Since the last time we talked, well, I'll just tell you what I've been doing. Cause I don't fucking care about you.
Oh my! Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I've just been growing out my hair. That's all I've been doing. I sit and I measure it every hour to see how much it's grown. But it's really long now, and I hate long hair, but I feel too committed to the
It
point
looks
where...
cool. I actually like it.
Thank you.
It's gone to that length where it looks like you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. I think once it gets a little bit long, I could braid it now. I could,
Really?
Yeah.
I can see it. All right.
I have a video of my hair braided up. My sister did it for me, and yeah, I've just been doing that. I've been making music, sitting at home, walking, just trying to make the most out of quarantine. My school's finally done, which like really sucks that I'm done when you guys start.
Yeah.
So
very weird too.
Yeah. So I'm just chilling alone, which I probably would have been doing anyways because of quarantine.
Yeah.
Sadly. Yeah.
I've just been working, you know, feeding
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah.
I work at Little Caesars,
Ooh.
which is I don't know, pretty easy, but you know,
Yeah.
not exciting at all.
Mm.
So I've just been doing that like 5 days a week. Then school just started, which sucks 'cause it's all on Zoom, so you have to pay attention to Zoom class.
Yeah.
That's not the funnest, you know.
Yeah.
If I would be honest, if I'd be for real, and I've been thinking of video ideas that I wanted to do. Speaking of which, whoever got this far already in the podcast is gonna get hopefully more exciting and more dumb. We have a segment, the classic segment for the show that we came up with in the test podcast. The scare tactics.
Yeah.
Section of the podcast.
Not Fear Factor.
No, not Fear Factor. I keep switching them up.
Yeah.
Where we watch a little clip from Scare Tactics on YouTube, and we just describe it.
Yeah.
we just describe what's going on in detail. Yeah. They're always pretty insane.
Yeah.
Looking back on them,
we went on a couple over a couple last time. They're pretty interesting.
It was the crazy clown.
It was a crazy clown. And then I think we also watched. Oh no, that might have been after the like killer the
Killer Bear.
Yeah,
that was that one with the Gat and Matarazzo or whatever on Netflix.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That one was like too elaborate.
It was. Yeah. It was. I mean, it was still like entertaining, but it wasn't. It wasn't Scare Tactics.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't scare.
Yeah.
Nothing can be, you know.
Yeah. So we'll probably do that. That'll be our little tradition. We also. I personally really want to do like. Guess for sure. We'll have
Obama
in the near future. Obama, Michelle Obama,
Nate Shot.
What's their daughter's name? Little Obama. Yeah.
Nate Shot Obama.
Yeah. Biden Obama.
Yeah. Just everyone you say is Obama.
Yeah. No, but we'll actually have guests.
That'd be cool. I think we probably planning on doing just some friends first.
Yeah.
The first couple be friends just so we can get used to what we're doing.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to have some people on here and talk about stuff.
Yeah. And speaking of getting used to what we're doing, this is very new to us.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not actually.
We just lied to you guys.
Yeah, we've been lying.
This is Gila. I'm Ethan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the H3 podcast.
Yeah. No, but yeah, this is it's something new for us, and I think part of quarantine has been me searching for things that I could find that keep me a little sane.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in the beginning of quarantine, I was painting a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. And I need to pick that back up. All my friends are amazing painters, and like I like posted it on like my Snapchat story like probably like 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
And like every like day or like every week I see like these amazing things they paint and they make, and I'm like, oh my god, like it's like crazy. I definitely need to up my game. But yeah, I've just been trying new things, trying to keep my sanity, because I like for a period school was like enough, like keep me busy, whatever. And then playing.
How you liking school? You hate it?
Yeah, it's not great. It's not that it's hard. It's just hard to be motivated. And I think.
Yeah.
I think part of that is just you can't really do anything about it. It's online. A lot of the teachers I know, especially for me, were also very new to everything. It was a slow start.
Some either like didn't at all push as much work, which made it easier, and that was cool. And then some were like didn't know. Still to right now, some of my teachers are like very nice, but like I know they're still confused on how this whole thing's going on, so they're doing like a lot of work.
Yeah.
And that really sucks when you're on Zoom and you have to do like either like assignment a day, whatever. Like it's still like trying to focus on that.
Yeah.
With everything going on. That sucks.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. But at the same time, I do like feel for a lot of these teachers and professors, because they're also probably really overwhelmed.
For this, though.
Yeah. So hopefully we just get out of this as soon as possible, which I feel like we've been saying for a long time now.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
maybe it's looking a little bit better.
A little bit.
Recently, it's been doing better.
Yeah.
Now we got the fires, so.
Yeah, it's like one thing after another. Okay, I'm calling it right now. I need it on record. I don't know if I've told people this, but I need it on record, all right? Before January 1st, 2021.
You committed tax fraud.
I don't want to. I was gonna say yes as a joke, but this is on air.
The IRS. This is actually the IRS podcast.
IRS. That should be our name.
The IRS.
And we invite guests, and then we
from the IRS.
And we talk to them. No. Just people who've committed tax fraud.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. So what'd you do with tax fraud?
And then they leave. Thank you for watching.
All right, thank you guys.
Yeah. But the what was I talking about? Oh.
You said I didn't get this on record.
Oh yeah. Before 2021, all right. We're gonna have confirmation of alien life. You heard it. All right. Write it down. I said yeah. I think.
Well, weren't they gonna like do something recently? I think they're gonna have like a thing about.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but it's like one of those things where I'm like, I know like people joke about it, like, oh, I can't wait till December, like whatever's gonna happen. The apes are like gonna attack like in Planet of the Apes or whatever.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Psych.
Wow, damn.
Well, I'm talking about like people's safety.
I
don't know. I mean, unless.
The apes are in Stone Age, I heard.
What?
There's some like articles saying that there's like apes in the jungle that built tools.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, I've been preparing for this. I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of like
Planet of the Apes movies?
No, just monkeys like on smartphones. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
Okay.
Yeah, aliens. And also, yeah, I know there's been a lot of memes like, oh, it's going to get worse. Like, it's crazy predictions. But it's going to happen, all right, bro. You heard it here.
Well, because they already confirmed. Okay, like they showed that video off last year of like there's like two things of UFOs that jets caught.
Yeah.
And then recently they had like some guy that was a part of the UFO division they have talking about how he recently in March, I believe, briefed a group of like politicians on material found from out of this world. And I think they said that they were going to talk about something soon, like 2 weeks ago. I think they said that.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't doubt it. I could see it being like we made contact or we have like parts of a spacecraft.
Yeah, and I think like it's not. I'm not trying to like make like a crazy prediction. Like it's just like it feels like I know like aliens. Oh, it sounds crazy, but like at this point, nothing would surprise me. We could all vanish right now. All right, the world could cease to exist.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't be here, but if I was, I wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised
if I didn't cease to exist. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I've grown so like not numb, but like
numb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, cause like thinking about it, like, I guess everyone's already talked about this, so it's like not that original, but
yeah.
In 2019, if you would have talked about how in 2020 we're gonna have a pandemic that shuts down schools and everyone's like from traveling and like a bunch of people lose their jobs for a while, and like all these crazy things, and then also it's like we also have the war, and there's these massive fires in Australia, and now there's fires like California fires you expect that happens like every year.
Yeah.
But like all these crazy things combined.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's like it's like you get to a point where you read something crazy and you're like.
I think part of it is we hear like all these other past years we hear news stories like about wildfires and about other things going on, right? And this is like the first time like everyone felt it. Like everyone, everyday people were like directly like affected by the whole world was.
Yeah. It wasn't like just this country had this thing going on. It was like everywhere.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. It's an interesting time. It's a very charged time. There's a lot of bringing people together, and there's a lot of
I think there'll be a lot
bringing
of positive
people
stuff out
about.
of it.
Yeah, I think it like
for all the negative stuff. It's like a lot of I know people keep saying like 2020 the year of perfect vision.
Yeah.
But like you're seeing issues in like stuff. So like you see issues like in health systems and across the world and
like social justice,
and like police reform, and you're seeing like there's like all these things that need to be talked about are actually getting talked about. Yeah. And or things that we didn't know about. Or even things that are getting brought to people's attention that they talked about a while back. Which is something I want to talk about later, which is like the astral projecting CIA stuff.
Oh, dude, yes.
Like that was announced years ago, but now it's just getting talked about again.
Yeah.
Which that stuff's insane. That'll be after our scare tactics.
Yeah, after our scare tactics, yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. I think we're definitely gonna come out stronger through this. I know for me personally, it's been grueling.
I'm weak and malnourished.
Yeah, I weigh 20 pounds. I know.
I'm a little baby, actually.
Yeah, I'm less than 2 feet tall now.
I'm being held up to the mic.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
you guys.
Thank you.
That's what we're actually filming at our
yeah. Thank you everyone from the Bacon Hour podcast for holding
us up. We're both 20-pound babies. Thank you.
This is what.
Welcome to the 20-pound baby podcast.
20. I think is that just gonna be a thing now? Anytime we say something,
that's a new podcast. Until we get one that we actually like, and then we're gonna change it.
I have a feeling we're gonna keep doing this until it's been lime for too long, and it's just lime.
It's just lime. And we're never gonna get any guests that aren't our friends because they won't want to be on a podcast. It's
called lime. It's not. I like that. It's just. I don't know. I
have a really cool logo idea. I thought.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you a really shitty design that I did on my notes.
Yeah, there's.
By the time this podcast goes out, it'll be made, so they can already if we use that one.
Yeah,
so you guys will see it already, but.
It takes a surprising amount of stuff, like, to prep for all this. To have
the blue line supposed to be like an outline of a lime.
And
it would look way better than this, but roughly.
Oh, okay, I see it. At first it was sideways, and I was like, "What am I looking at?"
You see what I mean?
Yeah, no, I see it. I
think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that should just be. Can we have that up right now?
yeah, we can. This gorgeous logo we have here.
It's really nice. Yeah.
All right, time for the scare tactics section.
Yeah, it just abruptly cut every time. It's like not scheduled. Like we don't know when it's gonna happen.
We're like, yeah, we don't just
scare tactics.
All right, guys, welcome to the scare. All right, see,
Tracy.
I think whenever I was talking about using scare tactic videos or just talking about them, I also want to make a video on scare tactics just because I feel like it's not talked about that often. I didn't realize how active the YouTube channel is.
Really?
Like they haven't posted in 3 months, but they posted shit ton of videos, 119 videos.
Yeah, it's like all the like Gordon Ramsay channels.
Yeah,
like, yeah, they're really active, especially with like older clips.
Do you want to pick any of these?
Let's see their names.
We have Bigfoot.
Ooh,
big fan of that guy.
Yeah, I met him once.
We have Joey Diaz.
I don't think I met him though.
Hazmat Horror.
I thought he said hazmat horror.
Hazmat Horror. That's not Santa.
I'm liking that one right now.
All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that one.
That's not Santa. Who is it then?
We'll have the clip on screen because I don't really care about it getting copyrighted.
Yeah.
And we'll have it silent though.
And once Tracy Morgan gives us permission, we want
Tracy
to
Morgan.
Tracy
King.
Tracy Morgan, please.
We'll get him on the podcast.
Please come on our podcast.
And here we got Bennett, the victim.
Yep. He's just kind of staring. There he is.
There's Tracy. He's in a nice. He's looking dapper.
Yeah. Tracy's always looking good.
The Sutherland resident. Here, should I speed it up? No, I'll keep it the same.
Yeah. Last time we watched it on 1.5 speed.
Okay, they're not okay. Also, we're watching this without audio.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
Okay, so
I hope they say that's not Santa, like all together, like a sitcom.
I'm confused why Bennett is here actually.
Yeah, there seems some man with a hat.
Dude, what's going? Okay, this is hard to watch without.
He kind of looks like the actor who plays Samwise at least from my angle.
Who plays what?
Samwise from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Bob from. Actually, no, he doesn't. Never mind. I saw.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does not. He did for a split second. Okay, he does a lot. Bennett does a lot of staring.
Okay, she's using hand motions.
Yeah, really waving her hands.
I don't know what's his job. Is it? I
don't
didn't realize how confusing this is gonna. The last one wasn't that confusing.
Yeah, last time it was a girl and a clown on a swing.
Yeah, she was babysitting the clown.
And that's it. This is like this got a 3-arc structure.
Okay, she's talking. She's like, I'm gonna go. That's a classic scare tactics thing. They leave.
Yeah. And they go in the back room. And get Maseratos there.
He's one.
Alright, is he checking the phone?
Okay, so this guy's setting up he's putting a rope in a chimney.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know where this is going. What is going on?
What is that?
It's not Santa.
Oh, I can't tell you. Oh, it's a dead body.
Oh,
that's not Santa.
That's not Santa.
What was his job? Oh, are they like pesticide or like for like pest control?
Maybe, but the chimney.
Chimney cleaners.
Chimney sweep. Come here, chimney sweep.
Do chimney sweeps still exist?
I don't think so. Oh, do they?
Do they? He said yeah.
We gotta
our
nod
friend
him.
Chris says yes. Steven says no. Can you look up if they still exist?
Yes, please.
Hey, what's the guy from Joe Rogan podcast?
What?
What he says? Hey, bring that up.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Wait, we gotta. Scare tactics.
The body's still in the chimney. Oh no, they took it out.
Oh, he's really scared. Put his hand on his heart, I think. No, he didn't. Sorry. I'm just seeing things now. Oh.
They do exist.
Wow.
Modern chimney sweeps. They don't look as cool as the old ones.
The old ones were also little kids who died.
Jamie. It's Jamie.
Oh.
I would have loved to be a chimney sweep back then.
They died.
I'm gonna be honest, guys.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on. We gotta have a chimney sweep conversation after. Who's that? That's not Santa. This is every time. Oop, sorry.
Chimney sweep. Look up Chimney Sweep Mary Poppins.
What?
The guy's okay. He's like, oh, he's freaking out. He's like, no, I can't do this. Stop. Hey man,
what? I think this is the worst clip we could have chosen.
This is a terrible clip.
This is really bad. That's right. You can't.
Dude, look at them. That looks awesome.
They died. They were little
Mary
kids.
Poppins returns. The chimney sweeps are what help him get to her.
Listen, chimney sweeps. Look, they would go down like the little bend thing. They'd suffocate in there.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I think you're a liar. I think
No.
you're a hater.
Look up chimney sweep. Little kids dying all the time.
Oh wait. Okay, they told him it's fake. They told him it's fake. He's laughing. High five. So was it just we're gonna come clean the chimney and there's a dead body in there?
Yeah.
And the guy comes out and goes, "You should have seen that."
I was really hoping it actually had to do something with Santa outside of just the chimney part. Yeah, see? Okay, you didn't have to the actual dead child, but the point across.
That could have been me.
It's terrible. You wouldn't be alive. All right.
They didn't all die.
Okay, but the odds are not in your favor.
What, Steve? What do you have to say? You can say it. What do you have to say?
Yeah. Forget about the contract.
What do you have to say?
What do you have to say? He's raising his hand.
He has nothing to say.
Who do you agree with?
He's a coward.
Just point at who you agree with in this chimney sweep debate.
He's a coward.
He's putting up his hands. He's waving his hands in the air like he doesn't care.
All right, Steven chose me. He said that I was correct.
That did not happen. You're
a
liar.
little dance around this because we had to pause it for a little bit just so we can send it with lower, smaller files. But
yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All that matters is that I would be a chimney sweep.
No, all right. We need to have an intellectual
Can you look up
chimney.
if chimney sweeps died?
Four corners. All right. Do you agree? In
Jamie,
fact,
pull it up.
Jamie.
You can open up Chrome.
A lot of
or
people
record
died. A lot of people.
A lot of people die all the time.
In fact, that's what we want. We should have viewer questions.
Hey, viewer questions.
This is a very clear yes or no though.
Chimney sweep is their sweeps in their adolescence often suffer. Oh.
What did I say?
They got cancer?
Yes.
They suffocated in the chimneys?
Yes, that's what I said.
So, as I was saying before this,
you want to be a chimney sweep?
You can't be a chimney sweep, Raj.
I don't want to be a chimney sweep.
That's terrible, dude.
It's awful.
Why did Mary Poppins make him look so awesome?
In
Mary Poppins Returns, he's like, "Hey boys, I gotta get to Mary," and they're like throwing up ladders and shit.
Oh, I have not seen Mary Poppins Returns, but now that now that I know chimney sweeps are in there, I won't be.
They're all
watching
adults
it
in there.
soon.
No, there's some kids.
Oh well, they didn't make it.
I saw that one early actually. I got some early tickets to it.
Really?
It was like a test screening.
Oh wow.
And they said, "Test screening. Do you like chimney sweeps?"
And they said, you know what? For the sequel, we want to cast you as Chimney Sweep Kid 3.
Can I be in the third one?
Yeah, and they said
Mary Poppins
3
begins.
And
it's me.
The Mary Poppins rises.
Me, the chimney sweep.
The Dark Mary Poppins. Sorry, this was a Dark Knight.
Okay, we brought up Dark Knight, dude. That brings me into my next topic.
I don't actually. By the way, I don't know any of these topics for some
for
reason. We didn't talk this over. I don't know what the hell's going on.
The topic.
Yeah.
Recently this week I watched the Dark Knight trilogy. because I haven't watched it in a while. Okay, behind you, Steven pulled up a picture of Yondu, and I'm really pissed.
Why? By the way, yeah, just for I guess some spatial context, I just so I can see me and Steven.
Yeah,
but
we're all about like I'm like over 6 feet away from Steven.
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit under 6 feet from you.
Yeah.
Barely.
What?
Me and Chris are like making out. I'm getting a call.
Call mid podcast. It's me, by the way. I'm calling him.
Sorry about that. I was gonna have a phone call.
It's all right, Mr. Important.
Hold on. Just keep him occupied while I'm texting.
All right. Anyways, yeah, that's our viewer question of the day. Do you agree chimney sweeps are cool? I feel like that's really one.
No, we already have an answer now because I fully found out.
I want an answer. All right.
I was playing into it.
Then we need a new question. All right, I'll think of a new question.
I was playing into it a bit. Like I knew it wasn't a good job, and I was playing into the wonder of Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
But after just reading how even more so, that shouldn't even be a question.
Yeah. Different question. We talked about Santa for like about 2 seconds.
Okay, well I have my thing now.
All right. all right. Anyways, The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I watched the Dark Knight trilogy because I as a kid, of course, I watched the Batman, like the Tim Burton and Schumacher ones. Yeah. A fuck ton. And dude, I remember I was at my grandma's house and I watched Batman and Batman Returns because my mom really liked those movies because she liked Michael Keaton Batman. Yep. And I didn't know Forever or Batman and Robin existed. And I was at my grandma's house and it was on TV and I freaked out. I was like, "What is this? When did this come out?" And then I recorded it. But
nice.
I watched Batman Begins a lot when it came out because I was like 5.
Yeah. Didn't
really get the themes in it or what he meant, but it was like Batman's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool.
I watched Dark Knight a lot when it came out too. And I watched Rises when it came out in theaters. Yeah. But it's been a while since I just watched them all the way through. And so I was editing a video and then I set it to render and it was gonna take like an hour to render. So I was like, I'll watch like a movie in between the renders. So I started watching Batman Begins, dude. Oh my gosh, that movie slaps like no other. It's insane. It's so good.
And it's really underrated.
It's underrated.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fun. It's slightly more comic-y than the other two. Because I heard that Warner Bros. Was like pushing them. Yeah. Or pushing Nolan to make it more Gotham-y. Yeah. So, but I think he was really smart about it because he kept it like in a foreign country for a while. Yeah. So that he could be like, oh, it's comic-y because like in the comics, a foreign he was getting trained by the what's it called? Oh no.
Oh god.
Cloud of Shadows?
No, something. That sounds right.
It's close. It's very close.
Yeah. League of Shadows. Yep. There we go.
In the comics, when he's in League of Shadows, it's just like some foreign country.
Yeah.
So he's able to keep it realistic, right? Yeah. Or just like a random foreign prison. But I know when in Gotham they wanted to make it more Gotham-y, right? Yeah. So I think what he did was really smart. Where like they have like the train, the really like weird like futuristic train, and then he has it mostly take place in the slums. So he makes it like that really weird, dark, gritty. Yeah. But it's like in this really slummy. Is that a word? Like it's the slums of Gotham, and it's like really crime-ridden and like wore down. So he's able to get that feeling with it being realistic. And by the end of Batman Begins, he like destroys the train. The train goes into the old Wayne building, so now he's a more modern building, and the slums are kind of gone because he helped with the crime. So he kind of goes into like that more realistic in Dark Knight. Yeah. But yeah, then I watched the other two, and I've seen Dark Knight the most by far. So I was like, all right, yeah, it's still amazing. Like everything in that film, like flow into each other.
Yeah, I think the whole trilogy has a lot of everything feels very natural. How it grows, like the excuse for like the mask, the change in the mask. It's written in.
Or just everything. It's like in other interpretations, they don't. It's always been Batman's thing to be like, I'm doing this because I want to like get rid of crime. Yeah. And it's like his way of like being able to use his power for good. But in the Dark Knight trilogy, they really make it very realistic. Where it's like in Batman Begins, he's gonna go kill the guy that killed his parents. But that's why he doesn't use guns, because he kind of sees what he could have done, and he wants to fight crime. And that he goes training and stuff. He's like all this stuff, but like every small detail where it's like the reason he's dressed in black is because you can hide easier, and like the League of Shadows armor is very similar to the Batman armor. But then it's like he does bat because it's fear. It's his fear. He's able to live in it, and he wants to do a symbol. He wants to represent a symbol that anyone else could tackle. Yeah, it's like everything that leads in those films for why he becomes Batman, how he's able to keep it a secret, where he gets his equipment from, why he's changing suits. Yeah, it all makes like a lot of sense. Yeah, because then like in the Schumacher ones, or even I guess like most of the Schumacher ones, because like in Batman and Robin, he just changes to that silver and black costume for no reason. But like costume changes usually don't make sense. But this one, it's like he does it straight up for practicality reasons. Yeah,
I like when things like that are written in, and I also like that conversation of some other superheroes do this too, where whether or not like vigilantes and stuff, it causes like the general public to lose their like faith in the police or that type of justice system working. Yeah, there's a lot of like interesting stuff you can go into there. Yeah, I think those films definitely deserve a lot more credit for what they did. Not only as superhero films, by the way, just films, because there were more than that. Yeah. Yeah.
Those ones they're just great though. And Rises, I haven't seen. I think the one the least. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. It's still really really good.
I think it's my least favorite of the three though.
I don't know.
Really?
Dark Knight's my favorite for sure, but that begins. I think I really like the Catwoman stuff in Rises.
Yeah, I do. There's just some pacing things I don't like.
It's a bit long. But I think it's yeah. The whole scene is cool. That whole thing. Yeah. I remember a while back watching a video where it was like why Dark Knight Rises is so unrealistic. Because the whole trilogy is pretty realistic for the most part. Yeah. On how his technology works and why he's using it and stuff. Yeah. But they're like watching it, I'm like, I don't think so. Like it's 3 months he's there. That's enough time for his back to heal. I feel like it's almost like how they fix his back, but they state that he had like a vertebrae out, and so he punched it back in so it could actually heal. Yeah. And he like can barely walk. Yeah. So I think that whole thing makes sense. He's consistently working out every day. Yeah. He probably would have broke his ribs from the rope. But
there's this. You spoke about ribs. There's this really disturbing scene in the first season of Daredevil. It's these. Oh, he's spoilers by the way. Even though it's been out since like 2014.
Season 1?
Yeah. Yeah, it's these two Russian guys are in a prison, and there's 3 of them in a cell, and one of the guys dies, right? And his body's just decaying there, like in the cell still. And they have they're basically trying to escape from the prison, and they show the Russian guys, they put their hand into like the part of the body that's decayed and break one of his ribs out. And like take it out and like sharpen it as if it were like to use as a weapon. And when I saw that, I was like, all right, like that gave me an understanding of what this show is. So I was like, that's pretty. It's extreme.
Yeah. Well, Daredevil's kind of like what Dark Knight did for movies, super movies.
For shows, yeah.
It's what Daredevil did for shows.
Yeah, and I think especially the first and third season. Second's alright, but
like that show's pretty realistic too, right?
Yeah, it's very. In fact, you know the mask thing we just talked about, the exact same thing. They did the same thing.
With why he had different costumes.
Yeah, his mask he gets shot and he gets cracked, so he has to get a new one. I like stuff like that when it's written in.
Was written in, yeah.
Yeah. Man. Do we have a question now? I feel like after every topic we gotta decide if we have a question.
From who?
To ask the audience.
All right, everyone.
Do you think The Dark Knight Rises should have had chimney sweeps? I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
Should they?
What's your favorite superhero movie?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty
What's
simple.
What's your favorite superhero film? Both do Marvel and then do DC.
Yeah, or if it's neither of them, that's fine too.
And you could do ours. So
yeah, ours.
Mine's like hella generic. Dark Knight is my favorite DC. And then for Marvel, it's probably Endgame. Which is like probably also generic, but it's just such like a good culmination of everything.
It's hard. It's hard to decide because we watch films for different reasons, and especially the direction now, where superhero films are very they're very mainstream now to the point where really it's a different genre, right? Thor Ragnarok's a comedy. Certain other movies are espionage films, whatever.
That'd be cool if they leaned into it more.
Yeah, I could definitely see that in the future. Them leaning way more into that. I think my favorite DC film is probably also Dark Knight. It's pretty generic, also. But I mean, it makes sense.
It could be any of the Dark Knight films, honestly. They're also
good.
And watching, The Dark Knight does it the best. Batman Begins does it kind of similar, where everything kind of leads into each other. Rises does too, not as well as Dark Knight does, because the Dark Knight is just like fantastically written. But I could tell, bringing it back up again, I do really like this film. Batman v Superman tries to do the same thing. It's structured like how Dark Knight is structured, where it's like every small thing leads straight to the next one. Like in Dark Knight, it's like where the Joker takes like the money here, he steals money from the bank, and then he steals money from the bank. Then he threatens the mob to say he can kill Batman, but he has their money. And then after he's able to get all the money out of the banks, no, it was like I'm trying to think. It's way more complex than me to be able to explain it. But it was like then he burns the money, and then like all these like what he does to Harvey Dent, and like it's like always like these like this leads to this, it leads to that. Batman v Superman does the same thing, I think. Or not as well, I don't think. Not as well as Rises or Dark Knight does. But in Batman v Superman, it's very similar in the way of like Lex buys the kryptonite that's found in the island, and he makes sure to have the kryptonite in an area that Batman can easily break into, and then Batman gets the kryptonite, and then Lex is able to get the plans for the ship, and then Batman makes his spear and stuff, and he knows that Batman and he fakes all the notes going to Batman, and he puts a bomb in the guy with the wheelchair in court to go off, and it's like hidden in lead. So Superman thinks that he couldn't see it, and like all these everything leading to the big culmination. I like that film a lot.
Yeah, we've talked about this. We have differing opinions, but I definitely don't like it as much as you. I like certain things about it.
The Ultimate Edition's good, I think.
I have yet to watch that one, but I'm just talking about the theatrical cut that I watched.
Yeah.
There were just certain things I just really didn't like. But yeah, I actually want to talk about this film earlier. I recently watched Hell or High Water again. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. It's really good. I really like it. Just something about like the vibes. I know that's such a the vibes, dude. Like it just feels really desolate and like, but it's like stressful because it feels real. It's like a small little town.
Yeah.
I like shows and TV and shows and movies that do that. There's this British show called Broadchurch, and it's like a murder mystery, but it's like this really mellow small town, and you really get to meet everyone, know everyone. And it's like takes its time, and by like by the end, it's like you feel the stress as if you're one of the community members.
Yeah.
And I think like those types of shows aren't for everyone, but I think it's definitely something a lot more people should at least give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yes. So watch Broadchurch or Hell or High Water. Yeah.
I watched The King of Comedy recently. That Scorsese film. Robert De Niro. That movie's like it's really good. But I've always heard people talk about how Joker is like hella based off Taxi Driver. And I heard people mention King of Comedy as well, but like it's really based off King of Comedy.
I haven't seen
it. I don't want to dive too much into it, but I think it's De Niro's best performance, but I haven't seen Raging Bull yet. I watched that, and I watched Goodfellas recently too. Goodfellas
is good.
It's good.
It's good, fellas.
It's really good.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies is Baby's Day Out. All right. Now you got to hear me out on this. Have
Baby's
you seen?
Day Out.
Yeah. All right. So let me explain. It's about this little baby. These rich people. They have this little baby, and he like escapes and gets lost, and he's like with this gorilla for a little bit, and these two guys. It's kind of like Home Alone, but instead of him being in the house and him being older, it's a baby who like travels all across the city. These like kidnappers are trying to find him, but I don't know. It's just got like a soft spot in my heart. I watched it so much when I was little.
I brought up Scorsese. You brought Baby's Day Out.
Listen, I love Baby. Listen, all right. If there's one thing you take away from this episode, all right,
that he loves babies.
It's that I love Baby's Day Out.
Baby's Day Out. 2.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd. That's
more than half.
But That's not terrible.
It's more than half. That's all you need to know. All right.
No bib, no crib, no problem.
Exactly. That's I wake up and I say that every morning.
Reed Johnson, what's he done? Nothing else big. I'm very confused.
Exactly. It's a little gem. You should watch it.
How many people watch this? Decent amount.
Yeah. It's
Baby's Day Out. Wow.
Yeah. Great movie. I wouldn't say great, but great to me.
Would you give it out of 5?
As a film or as a piece of my childhood?
Combine them.
That's really hard. Out of 5?
Because I try to combine like what I think of it as a film, like quality wise, and then also if I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's the
There's
hard
some
thing
films
to
that like
do.
where I'm like, this is really well made.
Like I enjoy Spider-Man 3, but
yeah, Spider-Man 3, like I really like it, but I'm not gonna give it a high score.
Yeah, it's not a great film at all.
Or I guess like some films that like are like that were like won a lot of awards.
Yeah, but I don't personally
but I didn't personally like okay, like I really like Booksmart.
Yeah.
And Booksmart's like I average like 4.5. Yeah. I give it a 3.5 because I thought it was a really, really well made movie and I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it enough as like some other people did.
I really like Booksmart.
It's really she's directing Spider-Woman.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Olivia Wilde. Very cool.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times people make things out to be more than what they are or less than, because like you can like a movie, you can go and watch it, you can enjoy it, and you can like it for different reasons than someone else. And I feel like that's and maybe that extends more than just movies. It's people. Well, one, a lot of people always feel like they're right about when it comes to stuff online. Yeah. But then secondly, I think a lot of people assume there always is a right or wrong. And especially with like art and different like media like that, there really isn't. You know, it's a matter. Yeah. It's like there's some things that are objective, right? Like we talked about great cinematography, great performance. But then there's other things that just it's a personal taste, personal preference type of thing. Yeah. You know. So yeah, I think it's interesting, and I think this is sort of I know we've talked about this before about social media, and especially with like movies and sports recently, I've been noticing people like to talk about things in absolutes, right? They'll say like, and it's like overreactions or like really like, and
this thing's terrible. This person's terrible.
Yeah, and it's like. And I think part of it, I think it's definitely been amplified by the fact that everyone's home and has nothing to do.
For sure.
Definitely, it made a lot of things a lot worse. Because, and I think, you know, there's some level of wanting self-importance and through online, and that's how a lot of people talk now. I think that definitely has something to do with it. But I think, like, it's so, like, black or white. Like it's like there's a little room for opinion on things, it feels, online especially, and you know you get like shot down.
Well, it's like if you like, it's like the common thing of like in certain fandoms where if you are in a Star Wars fandom on a Reddit or in just some kind of post and you say you don't like the prequels, you're gonna get shit on. If you say you like the sequels, you're gonna get shit on. It's like these absolutes of like, no, this is terrible. You can't like it. You can't find any liking into this. Yeah. And I feel like it's a very weird thing because like there's films that I don't like that I just think are bad, but I can find things that I like about them. And some people I feel like don't want to. Where I was talking to some people where they're like, this film sucks, and like one is like, okay, like I watched episode 9 with some friends, and I like episode 9 of Star Wars. I know it's not. I think it's probably one of the worst written Star Wars films, but I still enjoyed it.
It's funny because I feel like this is the worst person you could be talking to.
You haven't seen it.
But I mean,
But just in the sense of
I've heard enough about.
Like there's some people I've talked to about it. They're just like, and like it's absolute of like, no, like dog shit. I'm like, you don't like anything about it? Like, oh, well, this thing is cool, man. Like, you think it's just shot well here? You think it's a cool idea? But like there's films that I don't like that I could be like, oh, this is like, I like this. I like this part of it. Like Suicide Squad, I think is a terrible film. Yeah. It's bad. It's like one of the worst superhero films of recent times. Yeah. It's such a letdown. But it's like, I think, I like iterations of the characters.
Yeah, that's like how we just talked about Batman v Superman. I don't like that film particularly, but there's some things I like about it, and there's some things I really don't. And I feel like people chalk it up to yes or no. It's more than that. It's not a yes or no question. Yeah. And I think that's just something we all got to work on.
And you said watching films again. I'm a little bit, like, I don't know, like, when a film just comes out, I could watch it in theaters. Like, I didn't used to. I used to watch it once usually, or maybe twice. But I've been trying to. Maybe I didn't have the money either. But now I think it's really fun to see audience reactions when you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I watched Far From Home five times. I think.
Oh my god.
Just because like it was like different friend groups again. But I really like that movie. But when a film comes on DVD, I'm probably not gonna watch it anytime soon. But when it comes in theaters, like I have that spur of energy where I'm like, oh, I'll watch that film 4 times in a month. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm good for a while.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, I say that to a lot of people and they're like, what? How do you watch this thing again and again? But I don't know, I feel like if you go in knowing you'll get something different out of it, it's not as bad. And that's how I when I first watched Inglourious Bastards, I watched it a couple times with different people just because it's exciting. There's a lot of moments in that film that are like, oh, I can't wait to see how people react. Yeah. And then you sort of get that rush of almost like you're watching it again for the first time to some degree. And then same thing with Baby Driver. When I first watched Baby Driver, that was a really fun movie to watch again. And I think, again, it works for certain movies and it works for certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I think comedies especially, it's a lot easier to watch it. It was
cool seeing Endgame again with people.
Yeah, I feel like Endgame really
made me depressed. Knowing that excitement level is gonna take a while before a film's gonna make me that excited again.
Yeah, I feel like if you had to like any film it's really the theater is part of the experience. It's that really.
Yeah, I love movie theaters. Dude.
Yeah, it makes me sad. We can't go. We could go for 15 cents though pretty soon. I don't know. I saw a headline that was like theaters opening for 15 cents a movie, and it's like, wow. Yeah.
If they open up around here and they do like when they show old films, I'll go all the time.
True, but I don't know.
I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
I'll wait till it's safe.
Yeah, once it's safe.
But it'd be cool to see like old films again in theaters.
Yeah, it definitely would.
15 cents, dude.
That's what I heard. That's like ye olde times.
Ye olde time movie.
Yeah. Ye olde time movie. Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Do we have COVID stuff? Am I right?
COVID. Oh my god, it's so weird. Even still to talk about it. Do you remember what life was like a year from now? Do you remember what it felt like? I know you remember what it was like, but do you remember what it felt like?
No, it's very weird. We've gone somewhat a little bit back to normal, slightly,
but we're still. I feel like
it's still so restricted. Where I have not gone anywhere in public for fun. If I'm ever out, it's like I go to work. I maybe go pick up something from the store. Yeah. I've eaten outside at a couple restaurants. But that's very rare. And if I ever hang out with any friends, it's very few. Yeah. Very small group. Yeah. Or outside.
Yeah, and most of my hanging out is like, like that, or going on walks, and like especially with walks, it's easy to keep distance. As like.
And outside, you're not likely to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just it's like I remember like when they first started it was around the time they just first started opening up California again. I had that fear of just being like, I'm not used to this anymore. I can't go back.
It's so weird. We get used to things so easily, I feel.
But I was thinking, like, I texted you that, but I was like, the Roaring '20s were so exciting because it was the end of World War I. Yeah. And these Roaring '20s might be more exciting because of the end of Corona.
Yeah, it's like the bottle up effect. Like everything's bottled up, and then there's this eruption once everything's nice and fixed, which
and then there's a clear war on Germany.
Yeah, and then World War II Nazis, and
It's called World War II.
Yeah, World War II again.
What was that motion? Are you pausing it? Okay. Sorry.
I feel like
it's weird because I feel like time does repeat. Like to a point. I don't think it's a thing where it's like it's destined to happen.
Yeah. But
like I remember like last year being like, oh, it's not gonna repeat like that. But like insane, like a pandemic around the same exact time. Like economic troubles. That was 1929 when the Great Depression happened. But we're in the biggest recession. This recession's bigger than the recession of 2008.
Is it?
I think.
I don't know. So I don't know.
Don't quote me on that exact, but I think I heard that. And if so, that's the biggest economic drop off since the Great Depression. And then he said that everyone's like balling up because then it was World War I, all the fear. But now it's Corona and all the things that's going on, all the change.
I think part of that too is because we're at a point in history where a lot of like the past 100 years are decently well documented. Of course, they're gonna get even more well documented in the future, but like currently, basically like we have a good understanding far enough back to where we can recognize these patterns and see these things. And I'm sure like if someone in the 1600s had access to what we had, they'd be like, oh my god, 100 years ago, you know, same thing happened, this duke died or whatever. I don't know. But like, yeah, I think with as the more and more access we have to information and history, the more trends and patterns we're gonna see. And I think through that,
human, I think it's just innately human.
Yeah,
like, I think you can definitely change aspects. It's not like you're gonna go to war again.
Yeah,
big ass war, but it's like these just certain things that just keep happening. Yeah, especially when it comes to like political reform. Mm-hmm. And this is the Lime podcast. We're not going to get into anything like that. But just like anything like that, where it's like there's eventually like a big change that happens. Usually progress. I think societally progress is consistent, even in times where it seems like things haven't changed. Like you look back 100 years ago, 200 years ago, at least in America, things do progressively get mostly better.
Yeah, it's just I think what's frustrating right now is the pace. But
you look back like 100 years, you're like, oh, things do grow. Yeah. So it's like there's always these pockets of like where things get built up again, and I feel like there's like this division between people, and people are very angry, and then it does peak, and then it goes down again. The calm before, like I guess the storm before the calm. Switch it. Yeah. But just comment on. Yeah. But 2020 is very interesting because I would never thought I would live through a pandemic. I would never thought that they would confirm that they have parts of an alien spacecraft.
Yeah, and I would have never thought that we would have found out about astral projections. Yeah. Great segue. I'm so proud of that one. Astral projections.
If you guys don't know about this stuff, dude, oh my gosh.
We got to talk.
I'm going to do it right now.
Look. Oh, he's knocked out. His body's not moving. But where is he right now? Where are you? He's in China right now. Mexico. Now he's in Mexico. Now he's in the UK. All right.
But okay, like there was these documents. The CIA has done some weird shit.
Yeah, CIA, we're fucking on to you, all right? You do some weird shit, all right? Hey, not to judge or anything, but it's kind of weird.
Imagine being a part of CIA and they're like, all right, you're on the Bigfoot division. Yeah. And you're like, fuck. Yeah. But no, it was these files from the 70s to the 80s. They probably go further than that. They have, like, what's the minimum amount of years to release files? Like they haven't hit them yet for the 90s, whatever. Yeah. But it was like the CIA has done like multiple tests on if they can successfully astral project for so they can spy, and there's a bunch of articles on it, and in it was like, of course there's no like video of it, whatever. Yeah, it's just. But there's like these documents of, like them like interviewing people and stuff. Yeah. And they did it for a long time. Like, it's not like they just did it once and they're like, it doesn't work, we're done. Yeah. It was like they did it for more than 10 years.
Yeah, and we looked at a document together. It was like case successful, and he described like some USSR based. Yeah, and it went into a lot of detail too. It was really interesting. So if
he was able to name where it was, and they found a base in that area. Yeah. There was one about an island. That one, I guess there's arguments about it. Yeah. But there's like a lot of stuff about successfully astral projecting, and I guess the CIA like they were like, yeah, we believe in astral projecting to the point where they were pitching it to like different government organizations.
Yeah. And what's really crazy is that's the 70s, right? So
70s and 80s. Yeah.
Imagine the shit they're doing right now, right?
But because I didn't believe in astral projecting at all.
But it's such an interesting concept. You definitely give that document a read.
I believe in a soul. So it's not that far off. But then after reading this, and there's just like
there's so many implications.
But after reading that, I'm like, what could they have done?
Yeah, like,
and they're like, yeah, we did it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, what does that? What does it? Do we have a conscious like how does a consciousness work? You know, like it's really like out of body, literally, like a literal out of body experience. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's like your body. If you've seen Stranger Things, you know, the body's there, but the mind is somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really.
It's
there
just
was
cool.
a Mars one. Did you read that one?
I didn't, but I just want to say. They have a tutorial document, pretty much.
We're looking through it. They like throw like random, like they just throw it through randomly.
Yeah, we gotta listen.
I want to astral project.
By next project. By
next project. By next projection. Yeah. We will podcast.
Yeah. By next podcast. All right. We're gonna be in our homes, and our souls will be here on these mics talking to you. All right.
Yeah. You just feel a presence.
Yeah.
But there's a Mars one, dude. That one's the most like unrealistic, of course. Because they claim that he can go through time and stuff. There was one too, I guess, where he was able to predict exactly what each card was going to be each day the day before.
That's weird.
But the Mars one, I guess they didn't tell him that the coordinates were to Mars. They just told him go a million years back, and they gave him coordinates. And then he started describing Mars.
It's pretty interesting.
And like he said, there's like beings on Mars. And like, do they know who you are, why you're there? And he's like, no, he thinks I'm a fucking hallucination. And I'm like, dude, imagine being that and they're dying and shit because like, they can't grow plants.
Whatever. What if? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Maybe I've been watching too much Netflix shows. What if him going back in time caused that civilization to collapse? Holy
like shit. I was tripping. He's like, bro, I swear.
Yeah, I swear. And they're like, lock him up. Shit, that's the wrong button. Nukes. Like, I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch, I know, but
it's a very
so interesting.
Very interesting thing.
Yeah.
And it's cool that they were.
I want to be able to do that.
It's to astral project.
It's so cool. Like, just imagine. I mean, again, there's a lot of privacy things to
just imagine whose bedrooms you can get into.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I feel like, can they make sensors for souls to make sure you're not there? Like,
it just goes off. You're like, where are you?
Yeah.
There was this quote I saw. It was like on one of the documents about this USSR general saying that the way that like the astral realm or like spiritual things, whether it's like hypnosis or like what do they call it, being able to talk to someone through their mind? Yeah, they tried those tests too. Like like astral projecting. He's like whatever country gets that next, it's like the next nuclear weapon kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just really interesting, and even though it sounds completely batshit insane.
It does sound insane. But when you read more into it, you're like, fuck.
It's just cool. Even if you're like, this is all bullshit, it's just such an interesting, like, even like, I know we talked about shows and movies earlier. I would love to just all about that.
Well, yeah, because like this guy I follow on Instagram, at It's Ryan Unicomb, he just posts like, he's like, I don't know exactly what his job is, but he's like kind of like that one guy you follow on Twitter. There's like all the Marvel news. Jeremy Conrad, yeah. Like they contact him and like he has like insight and stuff.
Yeah, like an insider. Yeah.
Like he posted all that stuff and he was, there's a camera here. Hold on. And he was posting about that. That's why I found out about it because he posted about it. And he's like I just found out that the CIA confirms that they were successfully able to astral project, as well as that they have parts of an alien spacecraft. And I was like, what the fuck? After I looked into it. But he was like, this is like what a geek wants to hear. Yeah. And it's so true because it's so interesting just being like when you hear more stuff about like, they're able to do this. And you're like all these aspects of all these like Star Wars and like comics and stuff. Yeah. They're like these world things are like, oh, these could be possible in some way. Yeah.
And I had a very vivid imagination when I was little. So just like I don't know, knowing that there's a possibility that all this shit's out there, it's exciting, it's cool. Yeah. Even if we may never astral project, that's such a sad thought. But even though we might not ever do it, it's just cool. It's just cool stuff. There's a lot of implications there though about security and safety. You know, I could be in my room, you know, chilling alone, and you could just be watching me. I wouldn't know. All right.
That's what I do.
What? You can't astral project though. Dude, anyways.
I still do without astral projecting.
Yeah, you found a workaround.
Oh yeah, the workaround just showing up at your backyard.
It's just looking through the window, yeah. Yes, I think we should each get like 30 seconds. All right, we put a timer, and we each get it, and we list off projects that we have planned out of context though. So, because I mean, just
the titles,
just as not even titles, just like a brief description, as quickly as you can, and people won't know what the fuck we're talking about, but it's all right.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay.
Let me set the
timer.
You
You go first.
Me first?
Okay, I'll go first. You're setting the timer, I guess.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me get the timer here.
Let me get the old
timer here.
Old timer.
Old time. That's so fucking stupid.
All right, so I go first?
Yeah. 3.
Well, okay, go ahead. I haven't written it down.
Oh, okay. They're all in my head, so I'm definitely going to miss some. I don't write shit down for some reason.
You can't write?
Yeah, I never learned how to write. Or read. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, people are going to steal these. Okay. One is a short film that I want to do about. It's like I don't want to get too into it actually. But one's just a short film that I want to make with some friends.
Give a shitty description.
Love story go wrong.
There you go. Perfect.
Love story go wrong.
Uh-huh.
I want to do some YouTube videos, some react videos with you.
Yep.
Some comedy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some other just like reacting to public stuff, which I can't do right now because we can't even go in the public.
Yeah.
But I want to do YouTube videos, more of this podcast, and a couple short films within the next 2 years.
All right. Perfect. Just in time. All right.
All right, you go now.
You got to do me now. Hey. Talking about the timer. All right.
You guys hear a camera went off? Our friend Chris is taking photos.
Yeah.
For probably Instagram, for probably Quora, for probably Pinterest.
Yeah, and probably CNN for when we're wanted.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, and go.
All right, so 2 of the things you already mentioned. More of this podcast for sure, and more like reaction-y videos, just fun content that's quick and easy. I want to do a short film about a painter who goes batshit crazy, and it's funny and goofy and stupid. I've been working on a script for like a TV show series, like Netflix style. I have a film idea for, it's like a World War II. It takes place in like a Nazi concentration camp, and it's about this boy and girl. And my time's already up. I was definitely not good at that. Yeah. My phone is shit, but I'm
okay.
getting.
Why is your reminder from 1,000 days ago? It's just 3 money symbols.
Listen, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. I'm not gonna lie. I know
1,065 days ago, his reminder came up, and it's just 3 money symbols.
Dude, you always listen. It's always on my mind. All right.
For 1,000 days, bro. That's over 3 years ago.
You gotta not forget about these things. You gotta have your priorities.
Money.
That's what it stands for.
Welcome to the Money podcast.
Yeah. I think that was good. We covered a lot. We covered a lot of shit.
We covered a lot of shit.
All of
it's
it's
fun just
gonna
talking.
be cut out.
People might not like this. Probably won't like this.
Yeah.
I was probably mumbling through.
We probably went on way too long about some things. Probably went on way
Joker?
too short. Probably. We could definitely cut some of this stuff down too.
It's called the Joker podcast. Welcome.
Yeah, oh god, that's definitely people definitely won't hate on us for that.
Welcome to the Todd Phillips podcast.
Welcome to the Tracy
This is
Morgan
Todd?
podcast. And I'm Phillips.
Wait.
Tracy and we did the exact same fucking joke.
The last joke we made in the last one was that I'm Tracy, he's Morgan.
Oh wow, we're really original.
We're original and funny. Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool. I think we're gonna keep expanding this podcast.
It's
We're probably
definitely
not
gonna get
film
better.
it here anymore.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get some mics in.
Yeah.
And have our own little thing going on.
Mhm.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, we're trying to get some guests on to just make it more entertaining. It'd be cool to get guests outside of our friend group.
Yeah.
There are people that we actually like, that we enjoy their content.
Yeah.
Whatever they put out. Hopefully they'd come on a podcast that's called fucking Lime.
Yeah. The mayor of our city.
Mayor of our city. Dude, what would we talk about? Hey, bro, why is the grass dead?
Why are the roads not fixed?
That'd be funny.
That would be.
That'd be funny.
We could definitely make it funny.
We could make a little.
Yeah.
We could
Us
trick him.
and the mayor.
We
Yeah,
could
we could trick him.
Say something bad.
Yeah. And then we expose them.
And we expose him.
Yeah. I feel like we shouldn't say this now.
We're not gonna do that, Mayor.
Yeah.
Come on, our podcast.
Don't worry, mayor.
All right, but yeah, that's roughly the end. I don't know how long we made it over an hour.
Yeah, we might.
Well, this is called the Bacon Hour.
No, it's not. It's called shout out to the Bacon Hour podcast.
Shout out to the Bacon Hour podcast. Thank you guys for letting us use the set and your mics.
And the contract is actually over now, so now you can speak.
You can speak. Say hello.
Ladies and
Contract is
gentlemen.
back. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what these guys are doing
Ladies
in
and
my
gentlemen,
office.
we're hijacking the podcast
they
right now.
hijacked my podcast.
Oh my god. You're in these people's
Contract
ears.
is back, dude. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
All right,
Yeah.
so all right, that's all. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Lime,
Which
or whatever we're
stands
gonna
for,
call
do
it.
you
We might. What stands for?
Do you remember?
Let's
Increase
my energy. Let's
Yes.
go. All right, so thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time, whatever that is. And the podcast might not be called Lime, but it might be as well.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys later. Have a good one. Stay safe out there.
Have a damn good one.
Bless you guys. Bye.
I got a lot of empty cans on my floor. I got a lot of dirty clothes in my drawer. But that's how it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes. I got a lot of problems I don't got a name for. I got a couple people kicking at my front door.